With the first question, we'll go to Felipe. Go ahead.
Buenas tardes, Gabriel. Me pareció haber visto un partido muy parejo, trabado en algunos momentos, pero Atlanta realmente nunca perdieron el control del partido y al final siguen sumando. Su análisis, por favor.
It's about his analysis of the game.
Bueno, el control del partido del primer tiempo fue nuestro, y en el segundo tiempo sí que hemos compartido un poco el balón.
I think in the first half we had the control of the game. In the second half we shared this possession and control of the game.
Pudimos haber marcado y también ser recibido, ¿no?
We could score during the game, but also we had some chances to score too.
Next question will go to Joe. Go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, Gabriel. Are you happy with the amount of chance creation that the team had today, or is there still something you want to see that would help spark more creativity in the attack?
¿Estás contento con el número de ocasiones que creó el equipo, o si hay algo más que te gustaría ver de creatividad?
La creatividad es infinita.
I think creativity is infinite.
Y lo que tenemos que seguir es trabajando para tener más situaciones y trabajar para marcar.
We need to keep working to have more chances to score and to finally score these goals.
Si tienes más situaciones, tienes más margen de marcar.
If we are able to create more situations, we will have more chances to score.
Next question will go to Doug. Go ahead.
Yes, is it just a matter of the guys getting to play together more and getting more minutes for the team to be able to create more of those chances and get more opportunities to score? Is it just a matter of playing more together?
Si crees que es solo una cuestión de jugar más minutos juntos para crear esas ocasiones.
No, lo que tenemos que hacer es entrenar más, lo que tenemos que hacer es jugar más partidos, lo que tenemos que hacer es equivocarnos más.
I think what we need to do is to train more, we need to play more games, and we need to keep having mistakes to improve.
No es solamente una sola cosa.
It's not only one thing.
Estamos hablando de un deporte que es colectivo.
We're talking about a sport that is a collective sport.
Que juegan seres humanos
with human beings
contra otro equipo que también quieren jugar y quieren ganarte.
Against another team that also wants to beat you.
Next question will go back to Felipe.
Sí, Orlando, estando en casa, realmente que esperaron bastante, ¿no? O sea, hasta en el primer tiempo y en el segundo tiempo también muy compactos. El partido pasado usted dijo que le faltaba quizás un poquito de paciencia de sus jugadores ante esa situación. ¿Vio más paciencia hoy durante el partido de tu grupo?
Sí, ellos también hicieron un posicionamiento mucho más bajo y creo que el equipo ha tenido la paciencia justa.
I think our team have had the patience during the game, and Orlando played with a low block.
Y siempre lo que nos ha faltado es que es lo más difícil en este deporte, esa precisión justa para poder poner ese pase, pero después me ha gustado.
And what we miss in this game is this this last second, this final pass. But in general, I like what I saw.
Okay, any other questions for Coach? Yeah. Joe, go ahead.
Would you consider this a successful result today, considering that Orlando was a team in the playoffs last year, or just based on the way that you felt that the team played?
Si crees que es un buen resultado lo de hoy, considerando todo y qué tan bueno jugó Orlando el año pasado.
Un buen resultado es ganar.
I think a good result is to win.
Y después lo que hay que ver es qué camino tomamos para ganar, y creo que hoy fue el camino que queremos.
And afterwards, we need to see which path we need to take to win. And I think we took the right one.
Okay, last chance. Any final questions? All right, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, guys, looks like we got Brad ready. Go ahead and get started. Remember to raise your hands. First one will go to Felipe. Go ahead.
Hey, Brad, how are you, dude? Listen, Gabriel told us after the last match against Alajuelense, where you guys played a team the first half that really did sit back, that the team just need a little bit more patience in that final third. Today, a similar situation at times against Orlando. They're really compact. What did you see from your end? Is that patience starting to build within the team when they get forward?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's certainly building. The patience is starting to come along, but at the same time, we also need that little bit of quality with the final ball, whether it's a final pass, a final cross, the ability to shoot from distance and force teams to come out of the box and defend outside their 18-yard box and close guys down, knowing that, hey, if you give us room, we're going to shoot and we're going to score, sort of thing. So just that final ball, that final pass. But with that being said, the patience is certainly coming along and being able to, keep possession, if you will, in attacking areas.
Next question, Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you just about that exactly. Are you surprised or kind of impressed, I guess, with the way that the team is able to kind of control a match like this, the first game of the season on the road against a team that was in the playoffs last year?
No. Listen, last year, that wasn't the Atlanta United that we know. And, we're a completely different team with completely different ideas. And so, we know the amount of hard work that we've put in during the preseason, during preseason games, during training sessions, during, Champions League games. So we understand what we're putting in. And when you work hard, you get rewards. And okay, we didn't score a goal tonight. The positives, we kept a clean sheet. We kept the ball for long periods of time against a good team. Orlando this year is certainly a better team than they were last year. And so we knew coming in here, it was going to be a difficult first game of the season. The conditions certainly played a bit of a factor. I think, I wouldn't say rust, but the sharpness for 90 plus minutes certainly wasn't there. Almost to be a little bit expected, but certainly a good game to be able to build on.
Next question to Doug.
You're muted, Doug.
I'll let you take your drink.
There you go.
Okay. Can you please go through that save on that shot by Pato? I think Anton got a piece of it, like around the 72nd minute. Just what kind of happened and developed on that play?
I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, but I think he was coming across the middle of the box, went to shoot. I think Miles went to ground. He kept dribbling, went to shoot again. Anton went to ground, I think, and then he ultimately shot, and Anton got a little bit of a piece of it. Then it came off my chest, kind of went over my shoulder. I think he went to follow it up, and then somebody, I think whoever George was marking, had his back to our goal and tried to hook it around his shoulder, and by that point, he was 4 yards wide of the goal.
It was actually the next one. I think you got your left hand on, you went down and got your left hand on it. He made a late run into the box, Pato.
Oh, I don't know then. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. It was a great save.
I'll have to see it back then. I remember what you're talking about. I don't remember how it came about or what happened. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. Okay. I'll raise my hand again.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll go Doug, then Felipe.
Okay. Can you just talk about the growth of the defense through these first 3 games, posting 3 consecutive shutouts?
Yeah, listen, we take pride as a back line. We take pride as defenders, goalkeepers. One, not just about not conceding, but not giving a lot of opportunities away. And that's something that we talk about, before games, and we take pride in. And so, like I said, to be able to come away with a clean sheet against a good team, that's certainly a positive for us. But it's not just the back line. If you, I'm not going to get into the intricacies of how we're defending and the tactics and whatnot. But there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into it, and it's not just about just go out there and defend. There's a real understanding of when certain things happen on the field. Our back line, our midfielders, our wingers, our fullbacks, they have to react, and they have to react in certain ways. They have to be able to be brave and defend 1v1. They have to be brave and cover the back of other players. So it's certainly a positive step for us. With that being said, there's a lot of games ahead of us, so we can't get too crazy.
Felipe, go for it.
Thanks. Hey, Brad. So Joseph has been really frank, really candid with everyone, really, about how he feels and what he wants to accomplish this year. He's not chasing an MVP or anything like that. And Gabriel told us the same thing. He's not evaluating Joseph on his play. He's giving him minutes. He's going to give him time. Can you give us some insight on what is going on in training for that number 9 position, the way the different players that are available to take on that spot? Like, what is that competition like? How does that looking early on this season?
I wouldn't call it a competition. I think everyone's trying to, one, help the group, whether it's Joe, whether it's Lisandro, whether it's Jackson, there's whoever's up there, they're helping the group in certain ways, similar to what I said about the defensive responsibilities of the back line, the midfielders, the wingers, fullbacks, whatever. The same goes for the 9 position for us. It starts with them. They don't get a pass in terms of defending. They don't get a pass in terms of doing what they want. When we have the ball, there's certain responsibilities of that position, and those guys understand that extremely well. So it's not about them. It's not about, I wouldn't say it's about the competition between, those players. I mean, you look at Joseph and Lisandro, right? You've got somebody that's been in this league and has absolutely torn it up from day one. And you've got a seasoned veteran pro who's played all around the world at the highest level for so long. He's not someone that is needing that, oh yeah, you're great for sort of thing. He knows what he brings to the table. So I think that relationship is very good in terms of, I'm not going to call it a competition, but the fighting for minutes, if you will, right? The split of minutes that the manager is giving them. Each player brings something unique to the team, but most importantly, they both bring what the team needs and what we train at the training ground. If that makes sense.
That does. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Almost stumped you though. I almost stumped you, but okay.
Yeah, I was trying to find the right words because I don't think it's a competition.
I hear you.
Yeah. It's certainly not a competition. They both make each other better, but most importantly, they make the team better. Both of them. I think you saw today, Lisandro in the first half. It's not an easy game, but his link-up play is very good. His ability to bring other players in, go from one side to the other. We just need that little bit of quality in the final third, and I think we open the game up today.
Got it. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Take care.
Thanks, Brad.
Go Joe, then Felipe.
Yeah. Hey, Brooks. Just want to get a general impression of the game and your analysis of the way that the team played today.
I thought it was a hard-fought game from both teams. Both teams had chances to score, but I'm really proud of the boys. I thought we fought, from minute 1 to the end, and gave everything we had to come home to Atlanta with a point. So, I'm really happy with the performance that we put in, and we need to continue this work rate.
Go ahead, Felipe.
Thanks. Hey, Brooks. Well played. I think you're right. I think the game was really even. Considering the heat, it looked like a tough match to be in. But you walk away with a point. I think the difference is from last year. Perhaps if this team last year goes into Orlando and earns a draw, it's like a massive result. This year, Gabriel just told us that a win is a good result. How is the mentality changing between the guys when in these big matchups? Like, yes, it's a good point, but you guys want to win these games every time.
Exactly. Yeah. Obviously, a point is a point, but we want to win these games, especially against Orlando, who's our rival. So, even guys in the locker room coming in after the game were disappointed that we didn't get 3 points, and we did have chances to get those 3 points. So, guys are fired up to get points this year and get back to winning ways. So, draws are not enough for Atlanta United. But that being said, with the weather and everything that, happened today, we're happy with a point. We're going to go back to Atlanta, and we're excited for the home opener next Saturday.
Next question to Doug. Go ahead, Doug. Doug, we can't hear you. We'll go to Joe first and then back to Doug.
Yeah. Hey, Brooks, on a personal level, just how confident do you feel right now? Because you've had, in 3 matches, you've had 3 really, really good performances. And it seems like you're just kind of making that position your own there on the right.
Yeah, I feel very confident. Gabriel has given me enough information, as well as motivation to earn, have me earn that spot. It's going to be, me putting in these types of performances. I think these first 3 games, I'm very happy with how I've played defensively, and obviously, I think I've created a lot of chances for us to score from set pieces as well as chances in normal play. So I'm happy with how I'm playing, but this is the first of many games this season. So I just got to keep my head down, keep working hard, and hopefully I can rack up some goals and assists for the team and help the team win.
All right, Doug, try again. You're free to talk. It should be on your end. We'll go to Felipe.
Brooks, I think, it was earlier this week. I asked Gabriel just kind of a different style question about just psychology, but he did mention that he manages every player differently. How would you describe the way he manages you? You just talked about him giving you the confidence that is really propelling your play right now. Can you describe that relationship early on?
Yeah, he's like you said, he's a very good man manager. He manages every single player differently, based upon their attributes and their personality. He's taken a liking to me, which is very, very good for me. And he's a really nice guy off the field. He not only does he give me all the information that I need to be successful on the field, but he also cares about me off the field, which is very important to create that personal relationship with the new coach. So he is hard on me, and he's hard on every single player. He's going to yell at me and the guys in certain moments in training or in games, whether you're not doing what he's asking of you. But you just got to take that to the best of your ability and understand why he's giving you that information. soak it in, and then use that as fuel to succeed and perform at the highest level. And I think as long as you're working hard and performing, he's going to be okay with it.
When he yells at you, does he say Brooks? Is he yelling Brooks or is he yelling Lennon?
No, he's yelling Brooks.
Okay, got it.
All right, we'll take two more. We'll go to Marcel and then to Joe. Marcel, go ahead.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. What about the team just having 3 straight shutouts to start the season and the defensive communication continuing to improve through the start of the year?
Yeah, that's something that we take very seriously as a back line. Obviously, we've played 3 games. We have 3 shutouts. And, as a back line, we're doing our job, not letting the other team and other opponents score goals on us. So, we take that very seriously, the guys that are working in the back line. And we're going to continue to try to keep shutouts as much as we can this year to build that confidence from the back. And then that gives, as long as we're not getting scored on, that gives the offensive players, a chance to go and win us the game.
All right, Joe, last one.
So please don't shoot the messenger here, but Darren Eales tweeted after the game that the MVP was the Orlando fans, just because of how good it felt for half the stadium to be full. Did you notice it at all? And just kind of what was your impression of playing in a stadium that had a decent amount of fans in it?
Yeah, it was great. It was great to have fans back, especially this amount. And obviously they're not cheering for us, but it's good to have fans back in the stadiums and have more of an atmosphere when you go out and play. So it's great to see, and I think I'm really excited for next Saturday against Chicago at home. I think that'll be a big crowd, and we're excited to play in front of our home fans.
All right, thanks, Brooks. Thank
everybody.
Thanks, Brooks.
Appreciate it.
That'll conclude the press conference.